finishes in time. So this is going to get taken out by Great. And the Dark Templar sneaks through, and we're going to see if there's any Overlords in the main base. Okay, there's one. I didn't see it for a second. So Dark Templar's going to get sniped. Or not sniped, but killed. And there's an Overlord over here, too. We got Overlords all over the place. So, not really much done by any time in that little push. He lost his entire army, and now Great's going to be in a good position to start messing up Hydra. 4 Corsairs out here, trying to snipe the Overlord. And they're going to take out these Overlords, and there might be a Dark Templar in the area. Scourge over here, going to try to take out these Corsair, and the Corsairs are going to run back home. I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you. Archon out, and it's going to take out the, nope, not, okay. Scourge, getting away from the Archon. When the Archon says that it doesn't like people in its bubble, it's actually a literal phrase. Yeah. He likes his space. Whatever. Okay, Evo Chamber going down. Good control by Anytime, almost losing his Corsairs to those Scourge, but good control. You never want to take your eyes off those two Corsairs for too long. Robo Facility finishing up for Anytime up there in the front. And Great's got his forces massing up in the middle of the map. And Anytime is going to go ahead and take his third on the other side of this bridge. Corsair getting in a scout on the front of Great's base. So the 5 hatcheries are up for Great, and he's going to be getting his significant number of Hydra. Scourge getting ever closer, and Scourge take out the Corsair. I think the Scourge are just a little bit... I know that they have the exact same technical speed, but I think the Scourge are faster because they always catch my Corsairs. And I'm like, what? And the Scourge are like, yeah. Okay, battle happening in the middle of the map. And Great's making a push. There's no High Templar out for Anytime yet, and I doubt, or yeah, I don't know if Storm's going to be done in time, but these Hydras are pushing in, trying to push in across the bridge, but oh, Lurker in the middle of the map. I didn't even see that Lurker. And he's over there. Thank you, Observer, for that. Hydralisks are incredibly dangerous when you don't have High Templar. That can be frustrating. There's just so many. Lurker gets caught in the middle of some Zealots, and then the Lurkers burrow and unburrow when they realize that they're in a dangerous position. So I think Great seemed to be not paying attention to his Hydras there for a second because he wasn't moving them out of the way, even though Anytime clearly had more forces there. So Anytime is amassed a sizable little force here, and he's going to make a push on the outside expansion of Great. He's going to come in here, but I think Great is prepared with Lurkers, and he's got a ton of Sunkens up there and all his Hydras. So that force of Anytime's going nowhere. Dragoon caught between the Gateway and the Nexus. That's always frustrating. I always get pissed. And a couple of idle probes in the middle of them. Oh wait, no, he moves them. It's like he heard me. Anytime, watch out, those probes are not doing anything. That Dragoon's pissed. He's like, I don't get to do anything. Dragoons are so buggy. God, they're so buggy. And then when they get Parasite infected, they're even more buggy. They're like double buggy. So, Lurker's getting caught out of position here. We're going to see some storms drop down. Storms all over the Hydras. Great storms. Look at all that blood. Jeez Louise. So, great storms by Anytime. But Great has enough Hydras to push Anytime's forces back. Scourge is going to come in here, try to snipe the Observers. 2 Observers, 3 Observers go down. Great control by Great. Good splittage. Great looks like such a beast whenever he's playing. I'm always like, whoa. I'm sure he has a lot of fangirls. 3 Evolution Chambers up. So he is researching the heck out of everything. Hatchery going down here. That's a cool move by Great. I really don't know what that's going to be doing there at all. I've never seen anything like that before. That guy was pissed that the camera was zoomed in on him while he was smiling. How dare you smile when your teammate's playing. So anytime he gets in here, sees the proxy hatchery. I don't know if that's called a proxy hatchery. It's just a hatchery on the low ground. Strange, but I'm sure Great has a reason for that, and I hope it's something really awesome. I've just never seen that before. So he's probably going to lay down some sun colonies there at the bottom in order to keep Anytime from trying to sneak across the bridge. Battle ensuing here in the middle of the map on Great side of the map, and Anytime's able to push in here. He's getting some great storms off on all these Hydras, storming on great storms by Anytime, taking out a ton of Hydralisks. But I think who has more forces? We're gonna see, and it looks like Anytime actually Great's reinforcing. Great's gonna be able to push Anytime back, and Anytime's Archon gets sniped before we can try to finish. So Great's doing an awesome job of storm dodging and reinforcing ASAP. I think the hatchery on the right side that he put down next to the bridge is going to lay down some sun colonies right outside the bridge so that Anytime doesn't have a chance to cross that. That would be my guess is what he's going to do with that. And Anytime's going to take this time to expand to the left high ground expansion. So, yep, that's what you can see right there with your eyes. You people with eyes. Great, setting up some lurkers outside the bridges. Observer seems to... he was pointing out that Great is going to be making the switch to Ultralisks probably, Ling Ultra, because the Evolution Chambers are researching melee attack rather than the spines for the Hydralisks. So Great's going to be using these Hydras temporarily, but he's going to be making the switch over to Ultra Ling pretty soon. Or not soon, but eventually, because he's getting the melee attack rather than the long-range attack for the Hydra. See, there are the Sunkens. I guessed right. Cool. So, that's a cool little move by Anytime, setting up a defensive hatchery next to that bridge in order to contain Anytime, kind of funnel him into the left side of the map so he doesn't have to worry about his hatchery on the right side being taken out, which is usually the hatchery that most Protoss like to aim for. It's the only one you don't have to cross any bridges to get to. So by setting up that hatchery in a defensive position, you can really funnel the Protoss into the left side and can keep them from trying to take down the right side expansion. So awesome move by Great. I've never seen that before, so he's cool. So both players macroing up. Observers checking out the upgrades. It's 2 attack upgrades, 1 for defense for Anytime's forces. And there's the Panda Bear guy. And another robotics facility going up over here. A lot of Protoss like to get their robotics facility next to that expansion because it's so easy to lose that one on the left side because there's no bridge. So you get a robotics facility up there, and you can start pumping Reavers, which is makes it easier to deal with Lings when they come streaming in with Dark Swarm and such. So both players taking a ton of expansions and really just macroing up their army. A ton of Lings out here, so